Okay guys, what is up? Bamboohitte here, back for another video. Today we're going to be doing a showcase kind of the best swords or melee weapons in Hexxit. Now there have been a couple of videos on this already, but they're from like 2013 and they really haven't been updated at all. And the game has, so I thought I'd make an update video of the best swords just quickly through this. So first of all we've got the Ender Sword or the Giant Diamond Sword, sorry about that. They both do the same amount of damage at 9, which is the most in the game. You can craft them both. Here are the recipes, so sticks and diamond for the diamond sword, and blaze rod, obsidian and eyes of ender for the ender sword. Now they don't have any abilities, unlike some of the other swords, but like I said, they do 9 damage per hit, as you can see. If you can actually hit this guy, and both of them do the same. So the only difference is the difficulty to craft, or the ender sword has a slightly lower durability than the diamond sword. Now if we move on to the magicbane. This is a dagger. You can craft it, as you can see in here. It's eyes of ender, gold ingots and iron. There's many effects to this. So once you hit a mob, it will apply a random debuff, as you can see on the mob in the top left. So he's got slowness, he's taking poison damage, and he's also nauseous. Unfortunately, this weapon has a very, very small durability, meaning it's not actually that useful, but it really, really would be. If you could put maybe Unbreaking Through in it, that would help. You can also enchant all of these swords. So if I wanted to, magicbane, Unbreaking, I can put Unbreaking Through on that. And if you see, without creative on, even with Unbreaking Free, oh well, if we don't kill him, it still has a really low durability. As you can see, it's going down super fast. So if you have Unbreaking 3, maybe that's good, maybe for killing a boss or in PvP, but I wouldn't recommend it just for killing normal mobs. Thirdly, here we got the fiery sword. This does 8 damage, which is slightly less than the giant swords over there. But it does automatically come with fire aspect 1, which will set anything on fire. Just iron golem, go, and it will do 3 ticks of damage, so that's 8 plus 3, so 11 total. And you can craft it. You need 2 fiery ingots and a blaze rod, and fiery ingots are made with fiery blood and an iron ingot. We move on to the Freezerite sword. It does hardly any damage compared to the rest of the swords at 6, but it does apply a slow debuff, which is very useful for fighting enemies, so we must have to go this side. As you see in the top left, there's a slowness debuff. It starts at 2 seconds, it looks like 1, but yeah, this is really useful for kiting mobs. Obviously I am in peaceful, but if we take that off, you can see how slowly he's moving with that buff on. Then he moves normally, and then he moves slowly. We don't want to die here, so let's just go back to peaceful. You can kill him quickly. Okay. So the next one is the Walker Sword. It does a total of 7 damage, and you can't craft it. You can only get it by killing the Walker boss at the top of the castle. As you can see, 7 damage. But the use of this sword is its teleport. So if you right click normally, you just get a resistance buff, as you see in the kind of middle left, which is resistance 1. Whenever you're right clicking, it doesn't actually block like some of the other swords, but you just get a resistance buff. You can actually block with these diamond swords. But with the Walker Sword, you can teleport if you hold shift. So you wouldn't normally be able to get this through. You wouldn't normally be able to get through this wall, but with the sword, shift right click, and you're on the other side. Next, we have the Ninja Dagger and the Trickster Dagger. Put them in the same category, just like the 2 over there, because they're pretty similar. The Ninja Dagger has 2 abilities. Once you right click, you go invis. So as you can see, there we go, invisible. I think it lasts 5 seconds or something. It doesn't very long, but you're invisible, so who cares? And same with the Trickster Dagger. You get invisible again. They both do a total of 5 damage, which really isn't that much, considering they're quite hard to get. You can only get them by killing the pirate boss at the top of the pirate ship. But the Ninja Dagger can go through walls, as you can see, and the Trickster Dagger creates a clone of yourself. So here's Steve. I'm not sure if it actually attacks enemies. I couldn't get it to, but that might just be me being stupid, so test it out. And it spawns with all your armor and weapons. Obviously I don't have any armor on. Next we have the Mocking Sword. I think it's called the Monking Sword. Yeah, the Monking Sword. I misspelled that. Only does 6 damage, which wasn't that good. But it does have an effect of every time you hit it with it, it creates an explosion. So if we had a few pigs over here, and we hit one in the middle, they all die, or they all take some damage at least. You can charge it up to do even more, but this obviously you can't move very fast when you're doing this. Next we have the diamond glaive. This is kind of similar to the monking sword. It does 6 damage normally, and you can craft it as you can see here. Oh, I forgot to mention the monking sword. You get it. There's a mob called the monking that hides under a tree, and if you kill it, he has a chance to drop his sword. But moving on to the diamond glaive, here's the recipe as you can see. I do 6 damage to a normal mob, and its special ability, if you hold the right click down, it will do double damage in an AoE. So again, if we get a load of pigs around, sorry about this, hold it down, 12 damage to all of them in a small AoE. And there's some nice blood on the ground. Normally it doesn't do AoE, I don't think, but if you hold the right click down, it will. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't normally do AoE, but the special attack does. The final sword on our list is the Bane of Pigs. Doesn't quite fit in the item frame. This is actually an uncraftable weapon, so you can't obtain it in the game. You're not meant to be able to obtain it. There's a bug in the game where it spawns in some dungeon chests because the mods aren't really, they don't go together well. But as you saw maybe earlier in the video, I probably shouldn't have shown you, it does a stupid amount of damage, 2 billion something. So if you do manage to get this in the dungeon chest, you might want to like not use it. It's a bit overpowered. Any boss you find will just one hit that boss, but you can use it if you want. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think these are subjectively the best weapons in the game. Obviously these two do the most damage, excluding the Bane of Pigs, and this is probably the best if it had more durability, but it doesn't. There's cool effects on each of these which can actually be useful. So yeah, that's pretty much the video. I hope you enjoyed, and subscribe, like, see you later time.